And so with this documentary and with my treatment that I was writing for the documentary, which is basically explaining what the documentary is going to be like, I decided to include every fucking detail of our relationship and the creation of ICP, coming from age 13 when I met John and Joey to age 20 when John left the group. Okay, those are fucking really pivotal years in a ninja's life, and I'll tell you why. Those are the years you first step away from being a little kid following your mom and dad or whoever takes care of you, just being a little fucking kid, to actually becoming your own person. You choose what music you like, you choose who your friends are, you choose how you want to present yourself. Those are fucking the most important years, I believe, of any ninja's life. 13 to 20. It's also when you first get skins for the first time. All kinds of shit, man. And hopefully. And that's when John was my fucking best friend, Joey's brother. He was everything in those fucking essential years. And we're gonna tell his story correctly, respectfully, and as I'm writing this treatment, I realized this is a fucking book I'm writing. And so I decided I'm gonna fucking finish it as a book. So not only will there be a documentary, there'll also be a book called The Third Clown. And it's the story of John Keaton. I want to tell one more little story. I want to tell one more little story. This is like, it's not quote for quote how it's written in the book, but I want to tell you a funny story about getting some skins, some netting for the first time. Because the first time John ever got some skins, it was in my bedroom, right? With him. With me. I'm gonna tell you how this went down, and it might not be funny, I don't know. It was funny to us though. But down the street from my house where I lived with my mom, I lived in the attic, and I turned it into a bedroom, and I had to pull the stairs down, and it was a rickety fucking stairway. I had to pull down, fold down, and then I could climb up the fucking thin rickety stairway up to my bedroom, alright? So there's this little hottie who lived down the street who was what used to be called a burnout, which is a fucking heavy metal fan, long hair, we call them wolves, right? We always call them wolves, that's another story, but they don't pretty much exist anymore, but they used to, like the girls used to.
Yeah, they do, motherfucker.
Yeah, they do.
I see them all over, I fucking love wolves.
I'm talking about like fucking hair metal. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Poison, fucking Motley Crue, you know, fucking spandex, fucking makeup. Dudes would have their same exact haircuts as the women, you know, teased up poofs and shit. Anyway, this little wolf chick lived down the street, and I always thought
nowadays these wolf chicks in the neighborhood are considered hood rats. I don't know if you ever heard that term.
And I fucking used to want to fuck this girl so badly, but I didn't know about actually fucking anybody because I'd never fucked anybody in my life. No girl ever, nobody ever. Not that I, especially. Anyway, so this is the first days of when you're fucking calling girls. You know, those first experiences. Can you remember that about your life? When you're actually stepping to girls for the first time? So I had invited this girl over, and this was probably the third time she came over, and I could tell she was not digging me. It just was not going to jump off. But John, sitting on the couch, emulating his fucking studly aura, she was all about him, I could tell it. So I immediately thought, well, maybe I can hook this up for John, and John will get some skins, and he can tell me what it was like, you know what I'm saying? So I started talking to her, and I'm trying to fast talk her, and I'm like, look, you don't know him, he don't know you, you guys don't have to face each other again, there won't be no awkwardness at school, you go to different schools, just let him hit it. You know, I mean, what's it gonna hurt? You're just both enjoying each other's good looks. Do you think he's attractive? She's like, he's all right. And I'm like, John, she's a babe, right? John's like, yeah. And I'm like, you guys should just fuck, man. Just let it jump off. And so I actually talked her into it, and she was down. So they went up into my rickety fucking bedroom, and I assumed he was plowing her, right? Now, this is the part of the story that don't make much sense, but my stepdad came home from work, and for some fucking reason, which I don't understand, but apparently I wasn't allowed to have a girl over or something because I was scared to death that we had a girl upstairs, which doesn't make no fucking sense now. I would be so proud
Because you're a
of my
kid,
son.
you knew you were trying to fuck him.
Well, I know, but if my son had a hottie over at 16, I would be fucking proud of him. I wouldn't be mad. So I don't understand that. But apparently, I wasn't allowed, okay? Maybe I was 15. I don't know. But I ran upstairs and banged on the bedroom door and I said, John, Ron's home. That's my stepdad. I was like, Ron's home. You gotta get her out of here, man. And there was no answer. And I knocked again, banging on the fucking door. John! No answer. Finally, I said, fuck it, what can I do? I'm seriously stressed out. The car's pulling up in the driveway. He's getting out with his 40s in the brown bag. And I'm like, fuck, we gotta get this bitch out of here. So I opened the door and I ran in and I saw the two of them having sex, paying me no mind at all. I'm fucking banging on the door.
First time skins, they didn't give a fuck about you.
He was like,
or Ron.
He was in a robotic motion. My presence meant nothing to either one of them. And I'm still, they're where this pole is. I'm right here. And he is just fucking her. I'll never forget it. First time I ever saw anything like that in real life. It was right there. And he wouldn't stop. I'm like, John! John! And he was just looking at her, stroking. And they didn't stop. They were right there, you know what I'm saying? I had to push him off her physically. The only way I was gonna stop that shit from going down was to fucking physically intervene. So I had to shove him off her. Now this next part of the story I'm not very happy about. But this is how it went down, alright? I remember seeing her naked, and for some fucking stupid reason, I did not snapshot that image with my brain for later usage. So I don't remember much about it, which I should have, and I'm still mad at myself for it. But she was naked, and I turned around, giving them time to get dressed, probably 20 seconds. And when I turned back around, she had her fucking extra tight, stonewashed fucking burnout jeans about halfway up, and her bra, I think, was on. But I was so fucking scared of my stepdad, who was pretty brutal at that time. He wasn't very nice then. I had to, I'm not proud of this. This is what happened. I was 15 or 16. But I grabbed her by the fucking poof. Her hair was all poof. I grabbed her by the poof and started to lead her down the rickety stairs. You know what I'm saying? And no lie, I opened a side door of my house and there was like a little porch with 2 steps to the grass. I put my foot on her ass. I didn't kick her, but I put my foot on her ass and shoved her off. And I just remember her falling to the grass and being like, fucking asshole, and opening the gate and walking away, you know. And she was fixing her hair in case another burnout saw her. She didn't want to look unpresentable as she walked down the street to her house. But what I don't understand is what I would have gotten in trouble for anyway. It doesn't make any sense. But that was John's first time ever having sex. And if you remember, your first time ever fucking, you fall into a strange shock where you just stare there and you don't say shit. John was in that funk for the rest of the day. And it was like he was just staring off. It was basking. He was coherent, basking, but he was just in trance. And I didn't understand that feeling until I got my first piece and I found myself staring out the window as John was driving. Because John was also present at my first time ever. And somehow, me and John got skins 2 years later than him. And he's fucking 2 years younger than us, man. Hey. But yeah, he was
I hung out with the older guys. What do you want?
But the book is for people interested, for people that like the early years part of Behind the Paint. This whole book, I'd say 75% of it is all about the early years. It's just a gangloads of stories and freshness about that, and everything pre-ICP all the way to the beginning of ICP to the you know, launching the Joker cards and everything, and John's role. And then it's about John's downfall, you know, and, you know, he got hooked on drugs. He ended up in a wheelchair, and I saw him at Shaggy's wedding, and he looked fucking gray. His skin looked gray. I never saw nothing like that. And I remember it was a beautiful chapel we were at, and we were sitting there listening to the wedding, the preacher do his thing, and it was all beautiful, and the water's in the background and shit. And I remember looking behind me up the hill, and John's sitting in his fucking chair, and he's looking at the floor, and it fucking sucked, man. And I think if he understood what he was a part of, the creation of, if he planted the seeds that grew into the garden, which is now the jungle of the Juggalo world, if he understood how essential his role was, he might have found more reason to live, you know what I'm saying? And by the time we realized that, I think it was too late, you know? But we're gonna do him his fucking justice and write this book and put this documentary out, and you'll read a lot to us and y'all check it out. There's a lot of things you guys don't know. I know ninjas know everything about ICP, but in reality, you don't. Because there's a lot of stuff we've chosen to never reveal. For example, the true trials and tribulations of Shaggy 2 Dope, who's coming out with a book himself. And it's...
There's been many. See, you know Jay, right? Like something like his car crash just now, you know, his first experience with skins. He likes to share, you know what I'm saying, a lot. I'm not so much like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, because most of it's not share worthy anyways, a lot of shit that happened to me, you know, because a lot of it's bad, you know what I'm saying, stints in jail, a lot of trouble with the fucking law, I don't know if you know or not, you know what I'm saying, a lot of probation, a lot of jail time.
We love you, motherfucker!
A lot of crazy shit has happened, you know what I'm saying? I just always kind of kept it under wraps because everyone's trying to keep shit popping, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody to be like, oh, you know what? Jail, fuck all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm staying up here in front of Juggalos, so I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? No matter what. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? We was kicking it and shit, you know, with the whole situation with my brother and shit and all that, you know, and we were just sitting there, you know, we were just kind of like, yo, it's time, you know what I'm saying? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Behind the Paint was a great fucking book, gave a lot of insight, but it wasn't my story, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm gonna sit down with this dude named Steve Miller, the same guy that wrote the book Juggalo. I don't know if you read it or not. It's a crazy fucking book, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be sitting down with him, and we're writing the book together. And I forget the name of the shit is coming out, I don't know, whatever the fuck River Billy's at, but nonetheless, it's published, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be everywhere. So you don't gotta go through like some weird channel to get it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. It'll be everywhere available, and it's detailed shit from my birth up till now, you know what I'm saying? And it's ICP's career from my eyes this time, you know?
And a lot of shit that's never ever been told, man. Like,
so much shit that'll blow your fucking wig off your head. You'd be like, damn, I didn't know that. Damn, I didn't. Every page would be something you didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
We're talking about times throughout our career, you'll be like, I had no fucking clue that was happening behind the scenes in Shaggy's world. But it was, man. A lot of really, really fucking epic shit, man, that you're gonna read about and hear about for the first time, man. And like he said, his story's always been silent. He's just not as outgoing about personal shit as I sometimes am. But it's 2017. None of the rules seem to exist anymore. And fucking it's time. And I'm looking forward to reading that motherfucker in-depthly. So that's gonna be dope, man. Get ready for that too. What's it officially called?
We don't have a 100% title yet. It's still like just a working title, so I ain't get, you know what I'm saying? It'll be revealed, you know what I'm saying?
Dope, but that's coming out. And speaking of coming out, so we got the Carnival Carnage show. Okay, the Great Malenko 20th anniversary version of the album, containing a bonus CD and fucking a bunch of tracks that were left off the Great Malenko album, and also a fresh fucking coffee table book, all about the Great Malenko album, which contains all sorts of fucking news and backstage shit that happened between us and Disney, and like you can see the actual letter where they said they're signing us and they approve of it, and Disney supports Insane Clown Posse, and then you can see the actual letter that says they're pulling the record out of stores. It's like totally contradicting the other letter. All sorts of interesting ass shit is in this coffee table book, which is gonna be this big fat colorful thing full of great balls.
Hold on, man. Wait. Come on, man. Fucking 20 years, Great Malenko. What? You know what I'm saying? 20 years. Fuck out of my face, dog. That's crazy.
It's super fucking crazy. And the guy that signed us, when we were on Jive Records, if you remember, if you read the book Behind the Paint, I think that's fucking falling apart. The guy that fucking signed us, Julian Raymond, the guy that signed us to Hollywood Records and got us out of our fucked up record deal with Jive Records. Anyway, we hooked up with him to do a new song, and the song is called Black Blizzard, and we got the band Cheap Trick on the song. Does anybody know Cheap Trick Hall of Famers? It's just dope because on Malenko you got Slash from Guns N' Roses, you got Alice Cooper, you got Steve Jones from the Sex Pistols. So for the 20th anniversary version, we hooked up with another Rock and Roll Hall of Famer with the band Cheap Trick to do this song called Black Blizzard. So that's pretty fucking cool. It's just, you know, going with the theme of Malenko, you know what I'm saying? But that's the only new song that's gonna be on the collection. The rest of the shit is all shit that was unreleased, recorded back then, you know what I'm saying?
It's so hot out, his notes are sweating. The fuck? Boys are falling apart.
Alright, I want to let everybody know the 4th Joker's card from deck 2 will be revealed at Hallowicked this year. And Hallowicked this year will be very, very special. It's going to have a lot of very cool names on the bill. It's going to happen in Detroit. And we're going to reveal the next album. We're going to show the face and the name and everything at that event. So get ready because it's going down. You know, also, right after the march, we're going on the Great Malenko Tour. Yes, that's going to be super fucking dope. We're going to go on the Malenko Tour. We're going to come to every fucking city. I don't give a fuck if you live in Bombay. We're going to fucking play that bitch. Everywhere. Everywhere. Even Springfield, Missouri. Oh. We're also going, this is cool, we're going back to fucking Europe. We ain't been there in like 13 years or something. But we're going there with Mushroom Head. We're doing like 10 dates in Europe. And right after that, we're going to Australia again. And then we're actually going to Asia. How dope is that? That's definitely awesome. Going to Asia, bringing the fucking wicked clowns to Asia. I'm so excited for that. That's gonna be dope.
Next year.
Oh, free shit. Usually we give out something fresh for free to you ninjas right here at the ICP Seminar. Would you like some free shit? Okay, well this year is a doozy because we're going to
for real doozy.
Huh?
It's a for real doozy.
For real style. This is going to be something guaranteed to wind up on eBay for probably a lot of money because you'll never see it pressed up again. This is a one-time deal. Something we're giving away to each and every one of you for being here. And it's a full-length album on CD for the first time ever from a band called the Golden Goldies.
Hold up now. It ain't that fresh.
No, it's not fresh.
What you gotta understand about the Golden Goldies, what you gotta understand is the thing about the Golden Goldies. The Golden Goldies was something that we had did with all of our homies just sitting around the studio. The whole thing drunk as shit. Everybody, no rappers in the vicinity besides me and him. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing was, all right, Mike, great blooper beat. Everybody, you got 10 minutes to write your shit, one chance to spit it. That's it.
One chance to spit it. If you fuck up, you're stuck with
you better keep rolling, because that's it.
And everybody had to do their verse. They got one try, and we did, I think, 13 songs.
Something. And everybody's gimmick had to be involved with being draped with gold and be golden.
The Golden Goldies are fucking epic, man. It was recorded right after the Riddlebox album, and it features all kinds of fresh rappers. Jump Steady's rapping.
Golden Graham.
Billy Bill's rapping.
Gold Double D.
Who else is on that bitch, man? It's got everybody rapping on there who shouldn't be rapping, but they're rapping. And it's just classic.
And we actually did that right before, came out. Riddlebox is when we recorded it.
Yeah, after we recorded it, but before it came out, was when Golden Goldies was recorded.
Pressing time.
It's been out on the internet for years, but it's actually now the only time we're ever going to press it up on CD from Psychopathic, and that's what we're giving to all of you.
And it's simply titled, "Give me those fucking nuggets, bitch, or I'll punch your fucking face."
There's extra fucking in there. It's, "Give me them fucking nuggets, bitch, or I'll punch your fucking face."
You're right. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I fucked it up. Yeah. There is a fucking there. Anyway, that's the name of the album. Short and simple. Give me them fucking nuggets, bitch, or I'll punch your fucking face. That album is for you for free today. Thank you. Alright. Now, as Jump Steady was saying earlier about the police, we know it's the fucking bone, and we gotta talk to you guys about this, man, because this sort of treatment is exactly why we're fucking marching. Look, we learned a lot in the last year. We fucking learned a lot. We thought every group out there, Tech Nine, fucking Twisted, we thought every group out there was hearing the same shit we hear all the time, which is about juggalos being fucked with, punished, and fucking discriminated on for being juggalos. We hear about that shit every day. All sorts of situations, all sorts of shit, we hear about it endlessly. We assumed everybody else that has juggalo love was hearing that similar shit. So when we put the invites out for all the bands to perform at the march, and everybody's saying no, we were fucking blown away. We're like, you know what's happening. How the fuck ain't you gonna play, you know? But then we realized, because ICP is so much affiliated with the Juggalos, Juggalos tell us about it and not these other artists. And so they don't understand the passion and the fucking seriousness of it, because I don't think they even ever hear shit about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's real. It's why you're being fucked with every day at your own gathering.
No doubt, you know, yo, just for example, you know what I'm saying? Just example, like take Hobson. Love the guy, fucking awesome, he's a shit. But if Hobson's doing a meet and greet, he don't hear Juggalos coming through his meet and greet telling him about how the police fuck with them and about how they're on the gang list now and all that. He don't hear that, you know what I'm saying? We do, you know what I'm saying? That's something we didn't understand at the time, you know?
We thought everybody would stand up
with an example, one person. There's so many other Juggalo artists that don't hear that shit that we do, you know?
And so, you know, at the end of the day, it don't matter who's performing at the fucking free concerts, because we damn sure will be there, and we are gonna march. I don't give a fuck.
Whether it's 10 people, whether it's 10,000 people, we're still up in that bitch like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
We're fucking marching! Once in a fucking lifetime, man! What the fuck? And people say, man, I've been a juggalo all my life. I've never been fucked with. Nobody ever gave me shit about it. That's you! Good for you! What about them? What about everybody who is being fucked with, man? Let's march. You know? Let's have their back, man. This is bullshit. Don't you get it? If we don't do something about it, we might as well be what they say we are. Fucking inbred fucking idiots. A fucking gang. What? What the fuck? We might as well just be everything they say we are, unless we stand up and officially say, fuck you back. Fuck you, man! Like, what better way to do it than march? We have to let you're damn right it's a publicity stunt. We have to let the nation know we're not okay with being called a fucking gang, man. Or we might as well be a gang. You get what I'm saying, right? We're fucking suing the FBI. It's been going on now probably 5 years, I don't know. It's been thrown out of court. We are fighting tooth and nail. Ferris, where we at, man? Where we at? This is the Jugga lawyer right here. The one fighting, man. Tell us we're in a lawsuit because we're down, but we're not out, man. We're fighting.
Are we suing someone, Jay? Who is suing, man? Who do you want to sue? I don't know. I'm not sure what lawsuit are you talking about?
Sue everybody.
No, a lot of people don't realize, I mean, we're fighting this case every single day. You know what I mean? And there's a whole bunch of people working on it. You know, the ACLU, Miller Canfield, me, Howard Hurts, all of our offices. There's a whole bunch of different rumors that are going on. The lower court judge who we overturned on appeal last time tried to throw the case out again, you know, and we appealed him again, okay? We're back right underneath the Supreme Court right now and the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals fighting the case, you know. And, you know, people don't realize why we're doing it. I mean, it's funny. I mean, obviously everybody here understands because they saw it firsthand these past 4 days. But, you know, we got some really cool, really good documentarians doing another documentary on us in the case and the march. And I was talking to them yesterday, and they called the Oklahoma City Police, I believe it was, and they said, hey, do you have any comment on what's going on at the gathering? And what they said was, we don't comment on gang activity because we don't want to give them any extra attention.
Fuck that shit! Fuck that shit!
You know? And the funny thing is, I don't know any other gang rally where we invite anybody of all ages to come in and hang out with us the whole fucking time. So I want to invite the chief of police for Oklahoma City. I'll buy your fucking ticket. You can bring your kids. It's an all ages show. You can hang out with us the whole time at this gang rally and send whoever the fuck else you want because we don't check membership at the door. Everybody's welcome. You might show up and find out you're a fucking juggalo, you know? So we don't got nothing to hide, but you know, it's a legal battle. These federal cases, they take a long time. I have a sneaking suspicion ours is even taking a little longer than normal. Nobody really wants to deal with us, but we're not going away. We're fighting tooth and nail every day. Juggalos don't die. There's people, I still hear stories. I heard a story yesterday about somebody who got their kids taken away again. And it's heartbreaking. I can't even listen to the stories anymore. And, you know, we're going to keep going until there's nowhere else to go. And it's been 5 years, and I got another 50 years in me until they give up. You know what I'm saying? Just another update on where we're at. Before they heard the second appeal, the Court of Appeals, which is a court right underneath the U.S. Supreme Court, said, why don't you guys go talk to some mediators with the FBI and the Department of Justice and see if you can work this out. You know, maybe you guys can settle, you know? And they forced us to do it. They ordered us to do it. And we're like, okay, absolutely. We didn't go in there asking for any money or anything like that. We had some very, very, very reasonable demands. We said we want an official statement saying that you never meant for all juggalos to be labeled gang members. That was one of the things we asked for. We said we want you to fix all the education that's out there that's for law enforcement eyes only, that has all kinds of crazy shit about the hatchet man being a gang symbol, about our colors being red and black, and all kinds of ridiculous, stupid shit. And that's it. That's it. Just clear the record. You can even say that we might have met a juggalo here or there that is a gang member. That's fine. But, you know, there's some bad apples in every group. But just say what you said in court, which they actually admitted in court in Detroit a few years ago. That's it. That's all we want. We'll leave you alone. Stop the fight. You can stop spending money on the government lawyers. They said no.
Fuck that shit!
that's why we're putting up this fight, man, because we got reasonable demands. The Constitution's on our side. I think the people are on our side, but the reason we're marching is because people have to see what's going on, or it's going to start happening to everybody else in the country. It's a slippery slope. It starts with Juggalos. It could be any other group of people. Everybody has to stand up for their rights at some point. You know, that's what America's all about. And I better see all you motherfuckers at the march, and you better bring your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your best friend, and your first neck.
Yeah, give it up for Barris! Until there's no more options to fucking use, we're gonna keep fighting it, man. Motherfucking in court any way we can, we're gonna keep fucking fighting it, man. That's our word. We're gonna march the weekend of September 17th in DC, and we're not gonna give them what they want. We're not gonna be wilding out, because that's exactly what they fucking hope we'll do. And we're not gonna wild, we're gonna march with dignity and class. We're gonna handle our business. Then go back to the free concerts and do our wilding out there. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I just want to let everybody know this event, this gathering, everything you're seeing from the fucking, you know, the stages to the fucking porta potties is all shit rented by Psychopathic, okay? We're not a fucking multi-million-dollar company, you know what I'm saying?
And we have absolutely not one sponsorship.
There's no fucking Budweiser here, there's no Pepsi, there's nothing at all, alright? So, just so you know, the real life fucking struggles. Why are we in Oklahoma City? Why the fuck are we here? Last year we stood on stage and we said we're bringing the gathering to the West Coast, right? Alright, for the first time, 2017, we're bringing the gathering to the West Coast, right? Impossible! The gang problem is so official on the West Coast, it was impossible to find a location. Even if the owners of the area were willing to have the gathering, it was impossible to insure it because they won't insure a fucking gang rally. Alright? This is reality, man. We're in Oklahoma City because this is the closest thing we can find to the West Coast that would have us. Alright? And let me tell you how, in reality, how close the gathering came to not even happening this year. No company would rent us porta potties because people fuck the porta potties up, okay? And if we don't have porta potties, we don't have a gathering. So if you see a ninja fucking a porta potty up, just know that is actually making it harder and harder to have a gathering anywhere. It's by law, you have to have porta potties.
And believe it or not, there's a fucking porta potty circuit. They talk amongst each other, you know what I'm saying? Yo, don't put your porta potties there, they're gonna get fucked up for real shit. Just like back in the day when we used to have it at convention centers. There's a convention center circuit. They're like, yo, don't have the gathering in our convention center. There's stickers and graffiti all over our fucking convention hall, you know what I'm saying? And everything you can think of, down to the fucking vendors. There's a vendor fucking circle that talk amongst each other, you know what I'm saying? To the golf cart rentals. They talk to each other all across the country. It's fucking nuts. And the more we fuck shit up, the less that they're gonna let us have this shit, and the less we're gonna be able to have a gathering. You know what I'm saying?
Where's Larry at? Where's Rudy at? Okay, look, you know what the story he told me this morning was? It was his job. Rob Jump Steady put Larry on finding the porta potties, alright? Rudy, fucking, we call him Larry, I'm gonna tell you why. But Rudy was calling fucking porta potty places for weeks, trying to find a company that would rent to us, because by law we have to have them, right? And when we found one by the skin of our teeth at the last fucking minute, he said he was driving through the grounds just probably yesterday, and he drove by the porta potties, and they're all fucked up. They're all tagged up. So the last willing company, do you understand what I'm saying? We're fucking our own shit up by doing that shit. We're making it harder and harder on ourselves to do what the fuck we love, which is gather, man. Don't give them what they want, man. Don't while out. This is a fucking time of fucking freshness, fun, and flavor, and fuck anything else, man. You don't have to fuck the porta potties up, man, because something as meaningless and stupid as that is fucking making it nearly impossible to even have a gathering, you know what I'm saying? So if you see a ninja spray painting on the porta potties, let him know, man. He's fucking shit up for us, man. And we're telling you this at the point now. We always said we don't like to fucking tell anybody how to behave. We fucking hate it, but it's at the point we have to, man, because it's becoming impossible to do this. We literally did not have a company that would rent us porta potties. We found it at the last fucking minute, and those are fucked up now.
Something as little as fucking porta potties are supposed to stop this shit.
And we don't want to tell nobody how to fucking behave and act. Everybody's free to do what they want. That's what being a juggalo is, you know what I'm saying? And like Ferris said, there are a lot of juggalos that are gang members. And it's not a gang member that's a negative thing. Shit, we're fucking gang members, alright? What's negative is not having a choice. Is if you're not a gang member, but you're being called one by the government. That's what's fucked up. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Don't just label us something, because we're not all gang members. And for those of us that are gang members, fucking I understand. You got my love. But for those of us that aren't, we don't want to be branded as anything we're not. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up, and that's why we're marching.
We're marching for porta potties.
Are you gonna be there? Alright, man. Well, thank you guys. Without a doubt, it's going down. The march is everything to us. It's a number fucking one, man. How do they get their Golden Goldies CD? What do they gotta do? Okay, coolness. Stay right here. We're gonna pass you each out a fucking, if you want a Golden Goldies, it's guaranteed.
Yo, straight up, we have enough for every fucking
Oh,
body.
one more
So you can
thing.
bum rush and shit like that.
One more thing. The notes.
What if I had him against
Who wants the fucking notes?
The rest of it? Oh, never mind. I think he's throwing them. You can talk about it.
There's two of them.
Okay. Well, then get one here.
This side?
So the only thing I got out of that is
Wait,
Don't
there's
fuck
two
up
of them.
the
Perhaps one for each side.
and next joke starts. That's all. That's all I have.
Hey, one more thing. Tonight on the fucking main stage, we're bringing it down. We're gonna fucking rock that bitch. We're probably